The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Realizing the truth of this statement, I, Dr. Sumedha Dasmana, welcome you all to the third course valedictory function of Masters in Mass Communication, batch 2024-2026. MA Mass Communication was started in 2022 at Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies with the goal of making industry-ready media professionals. The course has already garnered immense popularity among students and has also started to prove its presence in the market. The teaching pedagogy being adopted at MAMC is a unique combination of industry mentors and highly skilled and proficient permanent faculty members. I take immense pride in sharing that the first two batches of MAMC has performed exceptionally well in their examinations. It is a moment of great honor to share that Ms. Palak Ratra from batch 2022 and Ms. Merin Mary Thomas from batch 2023 has been awarded gold medal by the university. All this has been made possible under the able leadership of our chairman, Dr. S.C. Watts, who is a visionary, educationist, philanthropist, and head of Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies Technical Campus. Our Vice Chairman and Co-founder, Mr. Suneet Watts, our Media Advisor, Professor Siddharth Mishra, who mentors the Vivekananda School of Journalism and Mass Communication, and the Dean of School, Professor Dr. Charulata Singh. Professor Dr. Charulata Singh is a veteran academician and also closely associated with PR industry in her capacity as the Delhi chapter head of PRSI. I would now like to request our Dean, Professor Dr. Charulata Singh, to formally call the House.
Thank you, Dr. Sumedha. Very good morning to all. Respected Vatsa, Shri Dipender Pathak ji, Professor Siddharth Mishra, all the visiting and the guest faculty present here, our faculty from VIPs and students. A very warm welcome to the third graduating batch valedictory session of MAMC at VSJMC VIPS TC. After 2 years of a rigorous academic and practical journey, they are ready to join the professional spaces as communication experts, investigators, storytellers, event managers, designers, etc., and going to explore their journey right from the print media to radio to television, advertising, public relations, event management, and digital world, working in the interest of the audience. As our esteemed speaker today has had a remarkable and distinguished journey in police service, I may dare little to compare journalism to police service. Media professionals like them safeguard the society. They safeguard against misinformation and instill the people with confidence by giving right information. Like police, media professionals or journalists perform public duty, and those who do with sincerity and dedication earn trust. Both follow the dictum of Satyam Vad Dharmam Char, speak the truth, follow the righteousness. Both speak the truth to generate credibility, even if it is uncomfortable. Like police, journalists also always remain on the radar of the public wrath if something goes wrong. For both, ethics and sensitivities are the hallmark of the profession. To the graduating batch, I would say your work should heal the society, educate and mobilize people in the right direction. So walk out like a soldier for the society, disciplined, brave, and committed to the cause of nation. Keep exploring yourself wherever you go and whatever you do. नई राहें, नई मंजिलें, नए आयाम होंगे, नई राहें, नई मंजिलें, नए आयाम होंगे, चलोगे साथ, थामोगे हाथ, तो सफ़र सुहाने मुकम्मल और आसान होंगे, तो सफ़र सुहाने मुकम्मल और आसान होंगे. धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As I had mentioned earlier, this course has had the unique opportunity of being mentored by industry professionals who are also here today to bless their people and see them blossom in the arena of mass communication. We have with us Mr. Pankaj Mulekhi, Mr. Manish Anand, and Mr. K.V. Prasad, who are veteran journalists. I take this opportunity to welcome you, sir, and also would like to thank our well-wishers from the industry. Before we proceed further, it is important to acknowledge the institution that has made today's gathering possible. Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, popularly known as VIPS, is one of the leading institutions affiliated with Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. Inspired by the idols of Swami Vivekananda, the institute has over the years established itself as a center of excellence in higher education, offering programs across law, journalism, and mass communication, management, information technology, economics, English, and engineering disciplines. The institution is distinguished not only by its academic achievements but also by its commitment to holistic education, encouraging students to combine professional competencies with social responsibilities, ethical values, and leadership qualities. Thousands of its alumni today are contributing with distinction across the field of media, law, business, public administration, technology, and academia. At the heart of this remarkable journey is the vision of its founder chairman, Dr. S.C. Vats. A renowned educationist and institution builder, Dr. Vats has dedicated his life to expanding access to quality professional education. His unwavering belief that education must nurture character alongside competence has shaped the ethos of VIPS and inspired generations of students and educators alike. Throughout his foresight, commitment, and relentless efforts, Dr. Watts transformed a vision into an institution that today enjoys a reputation for academic excellence, innovation, and nation building. The success and standing of VIPS stand as a testament to his leadership and enduring contribution to the field of education. We express our sincere gratitude to Dr. S.C. Vats and the entire VIPS family for the support and for providing a platform that encourages meaningful dialogue, learning, and intellectual engagement. It's appropriate that the vision of the Institute and the mission of its founder be heard from them itself. I would like to request our Chairman, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
There's so much said about me. I don't deserve that. There's much of an exaggeration and too much of appreciation which I hardly deserve. In fact, this institution was founded by Swami Chitatmananda, a scholarly monk of the Ramakrishna order, who was the editor of Prabuddha Bharat, the journal started by Swami Vivekananda himself, Prabuddha Bharat, Awakened India. And its editorial office is in Mayavati, in the Champavat district of Himalayas. And I had the good fortune of accompanying him, and whatever wisdom he dispensed, whatever interaction took place between me and Swami Chitatmananda, who was the author of two books which are Bharati Vidyabhan publications. So Swamiji himself was a marvelous, he was a master in English literature from Presidency College, Calcutta. And it is physics honors and BSc physics honors, then it is MA in English literature from Presidency College, Calcutta. And he was the editor of Prabuddha Bharat, and the publishing house is, all books are edited at Mayavati Ashram in Himalayas. So all publications that you see from the Ramakrishna Mission are not from Belur Math or from Chennai, but all books have to go with the script to its headquarters at editorial office at the in the Mayavati ashram, which is Advaita ashram at Mayavati. One Captain Xavier of the British Army, he was so impressed with Swamiji, he said, "I'll create a place where there's no dualism. I and you are not two different entities, but we're an integral part of one. like it's quoted in the Upanishads, Yastu Sarvani Bhutani, Yastu Sarvani Bhutani Atmanyo Pashyati, Yastu Sarvani Bhutani Atmanyo Pashyati, Yastu Sarvani Bhutani Atmanyo Pashyati, Sarvbhutichut Atmanam, Tatuvra Visgupsate, Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani Atman Vijanata, Tatra Ko Moha, Ko Shoka, Ekattaman Pashyate. So he has always taught the oneness of mankind, oneness of all beings, living and non-living, all objects. स्थावर and जंगम सब में हम एक देखते एकत्व का दर्शन करते हैं. So that's Advaita Ashram is now was established in 1899 in Mayavati in the Champawat district of Uttarakhand now. So there I had the good fortune of accompanying Swamiji and having deep interaction with them. And he asked me how superficial or how deep is your commitment to Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda. I said, well, I almost try to live the precepts that Swamiji preached. How seriously? He's asked me twice. And I read 2 of his books, Indian Ethos in Management. It's a Bharati Vedabham publication. Any one of you can have access to it. Indian Ethos in Management. And another book is Modern Physics and Vedanta. Forward to the book has been written by Dr. Raja Ramanna, who was the chairman of the International Atomic Commission, India's Atomic Energy Commission. So Dr. Raja Ramanna wrote the forward to the book called Modern Physics and Vedanta, where he talks about quantum everything about, Bell's theorem and whatnot. So he quotes extensively from the Upanishads and the connecting it with the Vedantic knowledge that, which perhaps Swamiji preached it, that Eastern wisdom has to be blended with Western science. He always preached that. And it is those ethos that we are trying to introduce here. Those ethos say Eastern wisdom and Western science. The best of India, so far as the spirit is concerned, knowing of the spirit, knowing of all that what you want to know. Beyond that also there's science, material science. So you have to be a knower of physics and metaphysics both. That's the kind of philosophy that he dispensed to me, and his credit goes to Swami Jitatananda for founding this institution. And we started in a rented building in Big Joe's Tower in year 2000. Then we shifted to Shivaji Marg, and finally we got this land allotted with the intervention of the then Honorable Lieutenant Governor, Mr. Thijendra Khanna. Mr. Arun Jaitley fought our case in the Delhi High Court. So a lot of people have contributed towards building what Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies stands for today. We are trying to create a responsible citizenship in India, which is lacking now. Responsible citizenship. So what we expect from the students is the right conduct. Right conduct. आपका आचरण आदर्श होना चाहिए. Sense of duty and sense of responsibility. That's what is our expectation from whosoever are doing their masters in mass communication. We expect you to have a right conduct, a sense of duty and sense of responsibility. This is what will make you an ideal citizen of my country. And what we are supposed to be doing is, we are engaged in the mission of man-making, character building, nation building. So we are doing a very onerous job. And this has been ordained by no other than Swami Jitatananda, who was my main guide, philosopher, and he was my hand holder. He is no more, he's now taken samadhi, but I still remember him because I'm an initiate disciple of Ramakrishna Mission, and I was so deeply influenced by Swamiji's complete works of Vivekananda. If you have ever gone through the 10 volumes of Swami Vivekananda, the complete works of Vivekananda, it has left a very deep imprint on my being. And whatever today I am, wherever I stand with a degree of commitment. I'll not let the parents feel betrayed. By putting you here, when they come, they repose enormous faith in us as a management. And we are being we're trying to be honest to ourselves that let's not betray the confidence that the parents have reposed in us, or the people who have done their graduation during their post-graduation in law or journalism or any other discipline. Let them not feel betrayed that this institution will let you down. This institution will never let you down in terms of infrastructure, in terms of quality of faculty. And I'm so moved and touched by the commitment and the deep, love and affection that they always shower on me. I mean, you deserve our salutations. We in fact kept standing for you because you are the ones who virtually deserve our veneration and regard. It's the teachers who are the architects. We are only a lump of clay, You are the potters who gave us different shapes. So you are the real architects of modern India. And much depends on you and the people who have done their masters. Now, it means it's a complete mastery over different faculties. And creativity has to manifest through you. The ultimate purpose is to manifest the divinity. Today we are privileged to have a technocrat and a super cop with a very human face. I've never ever heard that Shri Dipendra Pathak, being in police service, has ever been a tyrant, or any tyranny was let loose, or anybody was tortured or died in police custody. His record is impeccably so clean. He deserves to be, being the chief guest and thus passing out of our master's degree holders. And today we are deeply honored, and he has all the things to give us, and we will feel enriched by his ideas. Many things he shared with me, which will try to upgrade our systems and make things up to his aspirations. We are really very honored and privileged to have Shri Dipendra Pathak ji, who is a super cop and very, very impeccable service record. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request you, sir, to formally felicitate our chief guest for the day. Relax. And now the moment we all have been eagerly waiting for, the address of Shri Dipendra Pathak. A 1990 batch IPS officer, Shri Pathak has had a distinguished and multifaceted career in public service. He has served as Special Commissioner and Chief Spokesperson of Delhi Police, as well as Director General of Police, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. An alumnus of prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, and Jawaharlal Nehru University, he brings together academic excellence and extensive administrative experience. Over a career spanning more than 3 decades, Shri Pathak has held several critical positions in law enforcement and government administration. Beyond policing, he has served as director in the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India, and as a non-executive director of Engineers India Limited. His professional journey has involved leading complex policy initiatives, overseeing high-stakes operation and representing India at various international forums. In the public sphere, however, Shri Pathak is perhaps the best remembered as the trusted face and voice of Delhi Police during some of the capital's most challenging moment. As chief spokesperson, he steered the organization communication strategy through a period of unprecedented transformation in media landscape, from the era of print journalism to rise of television and subsequently digital and social media platforms. As the police force of nation's capital, Delhi police often found itself communicating not only on matters of law and order, but also on issues of national security, counter-terrorism operations, and major public events. On many such occasions, the institution spoke through the calm, credible, and authoritative voice of Sri Dipendra Pathak. It is a privilege to welcome a leader, administrator, communicator, and public servant of exceptional distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sri Dipendra Pathak ji. Sir, please.
Indeed overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed to see it is tireless effort of Dr. S.C. Vats in making this institution. And having served in Delhi for 35 years and off and on administering this area as well, so I have seen the institution growing, but today only I had the opportunity to see all the kinds of facility what has come in this institution. It's a real exemplification of the thought process of Dr. Vats. So very impressive. And the number of students, what I understand, approximately 12,000 in various kinds of courses this institution is catering to is remarkable. Dr. Siddharth Mishra, there have been more than 3 decades of professional interaction, because naturally police and media, it goes together. Without police news, there is no spice in media. And without interacting with media, without the right kind of projection, police is also not successful. So communication is very important. So respected Dr. Vats, Dr. Charulata Singh, Dr. Siddharth Mishra, our friends from the faculty and the students, ladies and gentlemen, I will start with a historical event and a story as well. During Second World War, German army broke the Maginot Line of France and entered the France. So what happened that while they were crossing the Rhine River and the boots of the army was making noise, so one washerman lady was washing clothes in the river. She found, oh, there is this voice, this army is coming. So she came up and stopped the captain. She says, who are you? So the captain says that we have demolished the French army and now we are capturing France. So that is it. So the lady told him that, look, you have defeated French army, not French people, and said, till I am here and alive, you cannot cross this river. And started throwing stones on him. So they all were surprised, and the lady was like an iron lady was standing. Naturally, one of the soldier came with their bayonet, stabbed the lady, and lady died. So they entered the city. This news came in the next day of the most important daily of France. And this created a different fervor, entire France. So wherever the German army was marching, so the French people were throwing stones. That led to a situation that the German army could not sustain that mass upsurge, and France was able to get them away. So after the German army left, and the government came, I think later on the Charles de Gaulle came. So then they said that at least there should be a memorial of that lady. So the government tried to find out who this lady was. So they moved in that area. They said no, none. People said that no, this incident has not happened here. And so with much of effort, they could not locate and they could not find. So nobody knew about it, the locals in that area. So naturally the government is government. Then they thought that who wrote this story in the newspaper? So finally, Jean-Paul Sartre was identified. So then the Sartre was called as such, the way he was. So he had written that piece. So the government said that, what you tell me about the story? He said it was a created story. It never happened. I did it to wake you all up and to wake the entire nation. So this is the impact of his story in media. So this is how and also philosophy teachers, they say that this is one of the exemplification of existentialism. This is what the importance of individual. So I see all the master's students I got to know, which is a 2-year course. And image is bigger than reality. And like Wittgenstein has said that 80% of the world problem lies in communication lag. What we want to convey and what people receive. And in a democracy, the role of press, the role of journalism is very important, because by being in police, I happened to serve Delhi almost more than 30 years in my 35 years of career, and other places also. And whenever I interact with the police officers, the young officers, I tell them that how important it is to communicate, how important is to be transparent and appear transparent as well. Appearance is very, very important. And if you are able to convey, because whatever is happening, because in police governance or in other part of governance, and as well as like the media as a journalist, they all are dealing with the web of human relationship. And whatever is happening, good, bad, indifferent, it has to flow. And in this process, the importance is that acumen. Acumen is very important, and one bottom line is that for both, we all have to be socially, politically correct whenever we are narrating whenever we are coming up with the information. Now the change what has happened when we joined service 35 years back, that time it was print media primarily. And all the journalists, we used to have a massive interaction. Delhi police has a history and a record of interacting with journalists very leisurely. I think maybe much better than any other part of the country and in comparison to any other department as well. So journalists also used to have a good time till 10 o'clock, 10, 11 in night, everything is, reporting is done and all, and then after that, in the morning, the latest start till 1, 2, 3 o'clock, they used to move around, used to meet, interact with police, go to the field, and gather stories, information, and whatever is the important events of the day, chat, interact, and loaded with information and view, they go to their desk. So internally, the meeting with the editors and all, and then the evening starts. And after that, whatever, if there is some piece of information which is required to fill the gaps, and then they will call the officer that this thing happened or that happened. So the story again, the newspaper, everything will come. But now the difficult time is there because it is 24/7. And as such, society undergoes and undergoing paradigmatic changes centered around technology. And the technology, as of now, it is the IT and whatnot. So now, when I was a special commissioner, law and order, till 24. So I used to see that even those stalwart journalists, so everyone was worried right from the morning because the online version has to go. Any story is online because earlier, like a police officer also has to draw a strategy that how to manage the perception. And in doing that, right from morning, you initial information goes to the evening newspaper, like evening news, Sunday Times and all. So you interact, you give information. If you have to mold in a particular way any incident which has happened, and it has to come in the media. Now it is right in the morning. So right in the morning till late night, and in the morning 24/7, and the channels, and not one channel, and now the social media, the small channels, the stingers. So it is full of activity, and the kind of alertness and the kind of quickness required is paramount, is very, very important. One addition I do, particularly first and foremost, journalism and working in mass communication is a treat in itself. There is freedom par excellence from any other job you have or any other work. It is great. It pervades across space, time, subject, topic, department, individual, organizations. You have penetration everywhere, and everything is connected to you. So as a starter, because naturally everyone wants to, you have to become an accomplished journalist. So I say this to the students also in the university. So here also I say that the 3 streams, at least minimum information and knowledge, you need to continuously develop, and you need to develop. The 3 streams are, one is science. So when I say science, then science is from Galileo to quantum entanglement to AI. So now, initially it was machine learning, then it was data science, then IoT, then after that agentic AI, Gen AI, and now a new term coined which has come as mathematic AI. It's a layer of mathematics and vectorization and so on and so forth. So a minimum idea, because naturally these fields are very, very in-depth fields. So one is not expected to be very, very research-oriented, but a good information. And let me tell you, yes, the technology has many different kinds of impact, but it has also provided, even I at this point of, I get a lot of good information, right from the AI platforms to the to YouTubes and so on and so forth. So this is important, knowledge and information. So when I say then, like Galileo, so then Kepler, then Newton, then Maxwell Boltzmann, then Einstein, then Edmund Hubble, all these Big Bang and all, and the quantum entanglement. For a scientific organization or a scientific student, research is why it is important, because the world, the Western world, the countries, the kind of research what they are doing, if we lag behind, like a perception is there in our country that, oh, we are 100 years behind, the kind of research and an organized academic scientific activity which is going on in various institutions. If we lag behind another 10 years or 20 years, we will be 1,000 years backward. Like it's a exemplification is like 1,000 rupees produced. This is my imagination, iPhone we are buying in 1.5 lakhs, lakh plus. This is all because of the kind of effort that nation is making, whoever has this thing. So this is one idea field. The another is Eastern thoughts. Dr. Watts also mentioned Eastern thoughts. When I say Eastern thoughts, then it is from Nyaya to Vedanta. And in between the 3, Buddha, Jain and Charvak. Why it is important? Because when you, like, let us, right now we were in the law faculty, we saw the wonderful library and which speaks that the kind of effort it is going. So the Gautam's Nyaya Darshan, they said to know the truth, the reality, there were 4 methods, the 4 cardinal principles, approximately 5,000 years old thought it is, which is still relevant and is still the cardinal principles is the modern criminal jurisprudence. It is perception, inference, comparison and testimony. This is in the modern and the postmodern law also, which was there in 5,000 years back in our thinking process. So when I say this, then after that comes Vaisheshik, that is the kana, that the matter and the void. Mota moti idea. I don't want anybody to get frightened. Oh, ये तो बड़ा भारी, ये तो दर्शन philosophy, अब तो पागल ही हो जाएंगे, या मैं कैसे पढ़ने लगूँ, यार, it's an information, an idea. Why? Because once you know this, in journalism, to become profound, you have to have a very, very wider canvas. And it starts in the initial phases. So during initial years, like 1 to 2 years, whatever you are doing, you do whatever the market's requirement is, organization's requirement is, that you all are much, much smarter than what we used to be in our times. So that you keep doing, and simultaneously give 1 hour every day in getting to know all this, such that everything is in your mind, it takes its place. So the another is that the Vaisheshik, then Purva Mimamsa of Jaimini, and then comes the great Kapil's Sankhya Darshan, Vaak Band Karke Jo Puja, the matter and spirit concept, and then the Patanjali's Yoga, and after that the Vedanta, and the latest, and if we say that the Rashtriya national philosophy of India, that is the Vedanta of Shankaracharya. So, and in between Buddha, Jain and Vaisheshik. So you will have a different understanding. Once you get even historicity of this, then you will feel that, okay, so I am a better locator and better disposed to understand and to work on table. The third is, of course, West. West means from Socrates to Sartre and William James, the pragmatism and all. So these three are important. It will make you mentally accomplished to handle any kind of situation. So, and the spirit of constitution is, of course, in between, is very, 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 very important, because one cannot afford to be politically incorrect or constitutionally incorrect, because constitution is religion of modern India. And there is no time of correction. Whatever you have said, it has been recorded, and the reel will come, and it will go on and on and on. The one important field and understanding which is required for journalists and the people who are in mass communication is Sambandhon ki duniya, web of human relationship, and sensitivity towards it. Like the other day, I was in a program. The Member of Parliament, Manoj Tiwari, was there. So he sang one song. It is a folk song. I can narrate it. I don't remember its words, but the essence is that a newly married girl is in her in-laws' place, and she is talking to her sister-in-law, husband's sister, and her brother has come to take her away, generally as per the practice which is. So she says, no, I don't want to go. I want to be here only. Now the nuances is, so then after that we started talking and discussing. I said, it has come from a folklore, local. It means it goes decades behind, but at the same time it is indicative that during those times the situation was so happy in family. that a newly wedded girl is so happy and comfortable in her in-laws place that she says कि अभी नहीं जाना है, अभी रहना है यहाँ. So meaning thereby, so it has a nuances towards the social conditioning of that particular period. Now why I narrated this? Because a very, very nuanced version when you are reporting, and like as a journalist you go and meet. We used to be on the other side. So whenever incidents happen and everything is connected to society, many a times it is what is there mundane which is coming in the front and what is there in the background. So if you have this understanding, then your writing, your understanding, your disposition, your questions, your interaction in the press conferences and all will be at a different level. Indeed, it will be at a different level, and your writing and your expression will be of a very high standard and also relevant and helpful to society. You see, whatever we do, the overarching policy is that our action and thought has to be such that the society continues. मानव संतति बरकरार रहे, स्वस्थ मानसिक और शारीरिक रूप से. This is the ultimate goal. So, and this has to be kept in mind, because many a times, like you get an information which has a great news value. Nose to news is also important. Like which news is important, which news is more important, which news is less important. So with all these, what is required a slight focus on this. And to increase this focus, what you need 10 minutes of mulling over, maybe in the morning and 10 minutes in the night. And any incident happening or any report coming, you just see. एक इंसिडेंट से आप इतने तरह की रिपोर्ट लिख सकते हैं, which can become flyers in the newspaper, and which can become, and then now the time has come of two-liners. छोटे छोटे सोशल मीडिया पे बहुत छोटे, 1 मिनट का, 2 मिनट का, एक लाइन, one-liner, two-liner तो came long time back, 20 years back. अब किसी के पास उतना टाइम नहीं है कि वो बड़ी सी रिपोर्ट पढ़ेगा, बट वो 2-liner एंड 1 मिनट के ऑडियो विजुअल के लिए हमारा कैनवास बड़ा होना चाहिए, और वो कैनवास बड़ा धीरे धीरे होता है, बिकॉज एवरीवन, एंड वंस यू डेवलप दिस, आप अंदाज़ा नहीं कर सकते आप कहाँ जाएंगे. आप देखिए, देयर आर द बिग लीडर्स and the big people have either background of law or background of journalism. So I am very happy. First of all, you are in a great stream, and I used to envy the kind of freedom a journalist brothers and sisters used to have, and the kind of restraint as in the government, despite all kinds of so-called facilities and all, but totally restrained. And now the situation is that even after retirement there is a restraint. Now the new, you cannot come up with whatever you have seen, because as a as a police officer and as a government functionary, you know many things that which can make news any day, any time. So I will give you one example. He is now a big bureau in Times of India. He was a trainee in Times of India. I used to be, that time, DCP Crime of Delhi. That time there used to be one DCP of Crime of Delhi. And every day news was there. And all these channels, Star News, This News, G News, all came up, India News, India TV. So all these had come up during that time. And the first thing they say, oh, hit police, go and get information, news, stories. So, and generally because I used to have nose for the news also from police side, and general interaction also, good interaction. So that only led the commissioner to say that you speak on my behalf. So as a young boy, he came because his resident editor said, oh, nothing doing, you be there. You go there, you meet him daily. So I used to see this is a young reporter is coming and meeting me every day. Sir, koi story de dijiye, ek story, one story. ये बोला कि नहीं, मुझे तो मेरी तो नौकरी ही चली जाएगी अगर स्टोरी नहीं मिलेगी तो. So कई बार बहुत दिनों तक. So one day, and actually in the dark you get all these reports. एक खबर आई तो मैंने ऐसे उस समय में वो जस्ट एंटर किया मेरे कमरे में, तो मैंने कहा कि अच्छा आज इसको ये दे देते हैं. So I called him. I said, because the story also when it goes from the police side, it should not affect the policing. तो हमने कहा कि ये एक benign good story it is, और हमने कहा कि ये ठीक रहेगा. तो उसको मैंने दिया. The boy, young boy, at that time he saw, he could not. हमने से look, don't tell anyone. चुपचाप इसे छुपाओ और ले जाओ. मेरा दावा है रेजिडेंट एडिटर तुम्हारे डेस्क पे आएगा आज. और जब आएगा तब मुझे फोन करना. So he would like to talk to me. The story was that somebody in US who was a IT professional, he was duped by some gladiator from Vizag, Vishakhapatnam. The duping was he started chatting with him and he pretended that he is a very, very beautiful girl, and but not very rich. And so after that chat, maybe a few weeks, he could convince him that I am a girl, number one. Number two, I can come and meet you, and I am intellectually also little better oriented, and so but you have to transfer some money such that then only I can come. So he transferred in first leg $5,000 and then the second leg $5,000. After $10,000, sab kuch band, khatam. So that man naturally must have tried many ways. So then finally he could find, okay, so he mailed to DCP Crime of Delhi. Delhi being the national capital, and the photograph was of Aishwarya Rai. So those days the cyber crime was also part of the crime. So I tell it. Initially he was कि सर इसमें क्या होगा. हमने कहा कि तुम जाओ और किसी को नहीं दे रहा हूँ. So he, as it happened, 8 o'clock, resident editor at his desk, he called me. He said, sir, बात करेंगे. So you will know Arindam Das Gupta. he called me. He said, he was resident editor that time. So he said कि और किसी के पास तो नहीं है. हमने कहा नहीं, बिल्कुल, it's a gift to this boy because of his perseverance. So he said, okay. So it came as a flyer in Times of India. And that, the kind of status simulation, if I say, among the young journalist, young reporter. And so then after that, his growth was, he read also, you have to read. You have to keep reading. Like a lawyer has to read a lot. So similarly, a journalist also need to read a lot. Because then only because today you are handling police, tomorrow you will handling politics, the other day you will be handling culture, so on and so forth. So these are the nuances. So I must say that it's a very, very rejuvenating field also. There is, boredom doesn't set in. Every day something or the other will happen. And your feel will be that, you are in the thick of things. Politics also, police also, everything, everywhere. You are everywhere. And the kind of, the mental satisfaction you have is unparalleled. किसी और को नहीं मिलता. कुछ भी कर ले वो, कहीं चला जाए, प्रोफेसर बन जाए, IAS अफसर बन जाए, पुलिस बन जाए, नहीं हो सकता. So this is hard. So you need to enrich yourself and enjoy also. This intellectual stimulation as well is very important. So with these words, I must say that the kind of faculty members and the dean and under the guidance of overarching guidance of Dr. Vath and my very, very old, deep friend, Dr. Siddharth Mishra, I know that you must have had the best of journalistic, academic, and the field-oriented practical input to you, which we will see in coming times in the audiovisual spectrum as well as in the print media. So thanks a million for calling me and giving me opportunity to interact with the fresh young mind, and lots of blessings to you all, and bestest wishes for your great grand success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for knowledge sharing, for your guidance, and for your motivation. And now we move to farewell and the awards section of today's program. First, the farewell notes from our chairperson, Professor Siddharth Mishra, reporter, editor, author, documentary maker, and as he prefers to be called, a storyteller. Sir has been mentor of this course and the best person to deliver the farewell notes. Sir, please.
Thank you. Our chairman, Dean, Mr. Pathak, what a wonderful lecture we had the opportunity, and अभी कुछ दिन पहले मेरा एक पुराना दोस्त मेरे साथ काम करने वाला सिद्धेश्वर शुक्ला, he is now with one of the journals. He came out a book on the Indian Shastrarth, and between the dialogue between our chairman and the chief guest, I could actually say that there was a Shastrarth on Vedanta, and probably we would someday have a session on Shastrarth where we would have Mr. Pathak to speak on the philosophies that he mentioned about. you are very correct that the reporter and the police wala have a relation of rosy roti, and we had one of your former colleagues, Mr. M.S. Upadhyay, here for a long time working with us after retirement, and it was such a wonderful time spent with him recalling some of the incidents and how it was reported. And one of the incidents which I want to report, that sometimes media, decides not to question the police in the larger interest of the nation. So the Delhi police had to, one of the, a young lawyer works with a law firm, whose law firm owner told him, he's a former ACP of Delhi police, having worked as SHO of different police stations, very famous police stations. And in one of the interactions, he said that I was the first SHO to register a computerized FIR, Connaught Place Station, and Parliament Street Station. So he mentioned this to me, and this was checked with Mr. Upadhyay. In reporting, what we do is we cross-check. So Mr. Upadhyay said, yes, it is correct. Niranjan Singh ने ये किया था, और वो सारी तैयारी हो गई थी. LG साहब को आना था, उनके सामने FIR रिकॉर्ड होना था. जब LG साहब राजनिवास से निकले तो सडनली वी रियलाइज्ड कि सुबह से तो कोई क्राइम हुआ ही नहीं है, तो FIR क्या होगा. Then a Delhi police, trolley went and picked up a vehicle from outside a shop in Connaught Place, put it there, and a FIR was lodged properly on the computer. And that's how computerization of the filing of FIR in Delhi police started. Anyway, but and media decided not to question it, as I said, in the larger interest of the nation, because computerization was after all happening, and we have come a long way in that field today. Today you can file FIRs online, and in fact, as our chairman said, that Mr. Pathak has never had this impeccable career. It was never ever reported of any handling of the crime and the criminals, but of course the positions which he held were important because of his competence. And he has been very, very humble in saying that he was actually chosen by one commissioner after another commissioner to be the spokesperson of Delhi police, because he could build a relationship with the media persons beyond the professional relationship. And that was something which, and then what he did not mention, that at times he even commanded the respect that if something was not to be reported, reporters adhered to that advice. And he explained to them कि we are in an advanced stage of investigation, और अगर इस तरह की खबर आ गई तो शायद वो alert हो जाए, जिसको हम ढूंढ रहे हैं. So that was the kind of respect which he enjoyed, and that is that some of you are going to be in be joining the PR companies, PR firms, and be part of corporate communication, PR communication. Again, it is just not the communication of words. It is also the communication of emotions. What is the traction that you are able to carry with your target audience? That is important. So, in fact, he has already spent a lot of time on the campus. Without much ado, I think we will move on to the final lap of the day, for which some of the students have come very well dressed today to carry awards. So please, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to inform my students specially that we have come up with the course souvenir. The souvenir was designed by MAMC first year student Prashant Pal. And may I now request the dignitaries to release the course souvenir. Thank you. We are now moving towards the most awaited moments for the students, the award distribution. These awards will be provided in the below mentioned categories: Best Attendance, Best Internship, Most Evolved Student, Jury Special, and Student of the Course. A jury consisting of faculty members took the call based on the 4 fundamentals: attendance, performance in internal exams, performance in external exams, and ability to perform and execute exercises as part of the assigned group. Thank you, sir. So the first category is the Best Attendance Award. Any guesses, my dear students? Yeah. So the best attendance is Sakshi Mishra. Congratulations, Sakshi. So the next category is Best Internship. So would you like to guess? Any other? Ankit Bhasin. Congratulations, Ankit. Next is Most Evolved Student. Would you like to make a guess? Most Evolved Student. Misha Bharti. Next is Jury Special. We have 2 students here. Would you like to make guesses? 2 students in Jury Special. Quickly. Aditya Anand and Mansi Sharma. Mansi. Abhi ma'am, there are students too. Okay, so the last one is Student of the Course, and we have Student of the Course from each specialization. So I would like to know your guesses if you would. Okay. Ishika Kundra from Advertising. And And now from the journalism, you have to be louder. Bhaskar Chakrabarti from journalism. I request all students who have been awarded to come forward for a group photograph with the dignitaries. Thank you. I request our mentors and all students to come forward. Manish sir, Pankaj sir, KV sir.